Hey yo, I have two musics. Hey yo, fish, hello kita. How you doing? How was your weekend? What's good? What's new? Why is it snowing? I was like driving this morning and I saw the first snowflake and I was like, that's weird. That must be my head. And it started having a little storm, but then it stopped. And then I was like, okay, it's alright. It was just a random scare. It's fine. But then I got home and now it's snowing very, very, very intensely. And I'm not sure I understand why this is happening. I am in denial and I will not stand for it. Also, hello fish. You were not there for Mario Kart, so I just assumed you were off for the rest of the week. What happened? Why are you here? Not that I'm complaining, but what's going on? I need to know. Also, if you look to my whatever side, there's a new thing. The sad thing about it is that I haven't figured out how to make it work with YouTube yet, but it does work on Twitch. And you know what you can do with this? It's pretty fun. You do that, see? It's fun that fish is there for this. But you can cast a line and fish and collect fishies. And I think it's a lot of fun. So I added it to the stream. I got hanging out with my brother and Miss Mario Kart. Aww. Well, don't be sad. Socks and Kuro were there to represent you in the cheating community. And they did really well. They really did show off their skills when it came to cheating. But yeah. Look at that. I fished some gummy worms because I'm a professional fisher and I can fish anything out of water, and I will now be rich for the rest of my days. So we got that going on. I don't know why it keeps reconnecting. I think there's an issue with Twitch authentication. I don't know if it's here because I saw someone else using it. I went to someone else's stream using it to see if it was just me, and it seemed to be just me. But I also cannot connect Twitch to the throwing stuff app, so I think something is going on, but I don't know what it is and I can't figure it out. So I'm just gonna be here hoping for the best, copiuming all around. But don't worry, fish, there shall be more Mario Kart, because we gotta do violence. Oh, hello Kyra, how you doing? Welcome in. How was your weekend, you beautiful, wonderful person? I had such a great time last night teaching my in-laws how to play Mario Kart. You know, I was nice. I was like, it's just gonna be the three of us. I was like, they're not ready for the comms and whatnot. I was like, you know, just let them learn how to drive and stuff. My father-in-law is the cutest thing ever. He's like, well, are there any maps with like water or like beach and stuff? So we got to a water map and he's like, this is fun. And he was very happy. Then my mother-in-law was just cracking up for whatever holy reason it was. It was great. She was almost crying. She was laughing the whole time. But the interesting part is that they all made it to the finish line. I was like, you know what? They made it. Yeah, the fish only works on Twitch, sorry. Like, as I was saying, I'm trying to figure out a way to use it, but mix it up to make it work on YouTube. But for now, it's only on the other side. But I want you to fish and get all the cool fishies. Got that amazing raffle. Alright, I'm still on cloud now. Yeah, let's go. Winning raffles, we love it. I used to be quite lucky with these, and then my luck depleted. I guess I got like maybe 2 or 3 total, and then it was like, okay, you're done when it comes to giveaways and stuff. It's not for you. So, you know, I'm just living. You're fishing. Look at you. What are you gonna get? Like, I'm very invested. Like, we're supposed to try and collect everything. What'd you get? You also got good gummy worms? What kind of variety is that? Sorry. Good evening, Jahats. How you doing? How was your weekend? What's up? What's good? What have you been up to? I got some Earl Grey. I'm just chilling. I'm excited. I had the idea to ask the question. I wanted to do like a type of thing like that's like question of the day vibes. And then I found this question and I was like, all right, I do possess a bucket list like little notebook. And I was like, I feel like I should probably go through these, see which one are done, which one are doable, and also eventually we could fill them in and add more things. I was like, I don't actually remember when I bought it and when I wrote whatever I wrote, so it should be a great time all around, you know? What do you mean you use my hat as a bait? That sounds like kind of suspicious. Why would you do such a thing? My hat is very precious. Okay, Kyra, my god. Nimble Crumpsis. Well, that's rare. Okay, you're not playing out here. I slept both days. I went for drink with some coworkers. You mingle with your coworkers. I'm not used to that type of activity, but congrats. You're doing things. That's good for you. But you know, that's good. I was not that social. I mean, yesterday was a very social day. I saw my parents in the morning. Spent the whole afternoon with Aster's parents. So it was pretty fun. We had a lot of fun, and we ate good food. And I got some gifts from my mother-in-law, and she's adorable and she's so sweet and I love her so much. And then we got home and I was tired. I am very proud of Aster. He's still streaming. I think today makes it a week straight. I'm very proud. It's the longest concurrent streams he's having. So if you have nothing better to do, you might as well go bully him here and there, support him, let him know that he's very bullyable. The raffle art was a single color line art. I'm still pretty in green, as you should. Green is a great color, especially for you. It makes you look even prettier. Oh, hello, Crow. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Sadly, the weekend is over. It wasn't long enough, as it never is. But, you know, at least I'm streaming now. I'm back. It was a very boring day. I was just wanting to go home as soon as I got to work today. I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to. But apparently there's a chance they hire someone that would start on Monday. Stop using Myrtle as bait. Like, what are you, why are you doing this? Why are you using my baby for this? Kyra, I thought you were nicer than that. What do you mean? I always just forget to check Twitch, to be honest. It's fine. I mean, you don't have to. I do understand that not everybody wants to be on 2 platforms. It's a lot of work, so you know, it's fine. It's just if you feel like fishing, there's an option to fish now over there. I'm still trying. I know that there's a thing with web hooks, which I do not understand, so I have to do some research that I could add to mix it up, and then I would have access to it on YouTube, but this afternoon was not the moment where I was gonna figure that one out, so you know. Well, I like alcohol more than I like people. Fair, very fair. So I can tolerate being at bars full of people if I can get drunk. See, you know, it also helps with the population when there's a lot of people, but then you're drunk, you don't actually see them. See, that's how I felt when I went to the onsen the first time. I was very scared, very stressed, but I would, back in the day, I wore glasses and I was blind. So as soon as I removed the glasses, everything was fine. I couldn't see anybody. And in my mind, if I can see you, you can't see me. So you know, it was a great time all around. Otherwise, I would visit his streams more. Like, I mean, if you're a YouTube person, it makes sense. Like, if you're not gonna be on Twitch roaming and seeing who you follow is streaming, you wouldn't know. But he will appreciate a little hi, he will appreciate a little lurk, but like he's not begging for that. Like, you know, he's trying his best to just keep streaming. Why are you getting all the cool fishies? Man, that just wants me to catch her on 2 devices at once. Understandable. Wow, that sounds like bullying. You be fishing with Myrtle, fishing with my hat, getting all the fancy fishies. I don't know about that. I feel like that's kind of a very rude, Kyra. I'm just saying. But yeah, what about you? The question is for you guys as well. What are your 3 most doable bucket list things that you could do, you know? I fished at 3 diamonds on another stream. Why are you a professional at fishing? Like, I did not expect all this professionalism from you. Like, what do you mean? Where did that come from? Like, hello? Like, that's bullying right there. Anyways, I want to know, at the same time, I'm gonna be checking my bucket list, and you guys feel free. I want to know what you guys' bucket lists are and what are the ones that you're the closest to like achieving. I think I will probably need to update mine because I'm sure there are some that are already done, so I'll need to figure that one out. That's fishing. If you go on Twitch and you do !fish, you can start fishing fishies and then you can collect them. There's a whole collection, and there's a leaderboard. I'm guessing that now, I mean, I don't even know if that works. I was testing things. Oh, there you go. You can see that Kyra is number 1 because she just be fishing nonstop like that, you know. She got the fancier things. Amazing. I did some practice rounds, so I got some things. 3 most doable. Yes. Hello, sad boy. How you doing? It's Karen. Hello, Karen. How you doing? And yes, the fish stuff only works on Twitch. I'm so sorry. I haven't figured out how to integrate it. I know there's a way. I mean, I think there's a way to integrate it on YouTube, but I haven't figured it out yet. So if you want to fish, it's gonna be on the other side. Yes, I want to know people's 3 most doable bucket list items as I look through my old bucket list book and see what I've achieved, what I haven't, and see how many I actually filled in. I have a book that is supposed to be my 100 bucket list. I don't know how many I've done. And I'm supposed to do, okay, inspiration, I can put a picture. I'm supposed to say when I did it, where, how, who I was with, and how I felt for each of them. I have not answered any of these questions, so you know. My number 3 is spend a week camping in Hawaii on a motorcycle. I'm actually doing it next year in the spring. Let's go! That sounds super fun. I really want to go to Hawaii once. I just want to experience it. I want to go to the beach and stuff like that. Are those like things you want to do before you're gone? Yes, like things you want to do before you die. Like if you have a list of things that's like, oh, before I die, I definitely need to do this or get this or blah, blah, blah. What are the 3 most doable things that like you think you'll be able to do for sure? Like not like, you know, go on the moon is maybe not the most doable thing for most people. You never know. But do you have any others? I want to eat pufferfish. Why would you want to do that? Please explain. Why do you want to play like that? You never know. You might meet a one unlucky one and have a problem. Like I don't think I've ever heard that it was so yummy it was worth risking your life for. I'm just like, if people said it's a godly taste, you've never tasted anything like this before and like that, maybe I could see like, you know, a little temptation here, but I'm not sure. I've accomplished a few. 1, go live on a deserted island for a month. Ooh, do you mind telling me where you went? You're not there anymore. Like what kind, like how was it? I want details. I want to know. May or may not be Moida. What? Gumi, what are you talking about? What does that even mean? Also, hi, Moida, are we saying like murder? Is that what's up? Is that what I'm hearing here? Is that what I'm understanding here? Should I be scared? I don't know. 1, visit all 50 states. Nice. 2, visit a different country. Very easy. Come see me. You'll see the Canadian Maple Land. 3, become a billionaire. Well, I mean, you're confident. If that's your 3 most doable ones, like I need to be better friends with you to make you remember that I exist once you're a billionaire and you help me out. Thank you very much. I take that, Karen. I have like 5 countries left, but number 2 is visit every country in Europe. Oh, how many countries are there in Europe? That wouldn't mean that you have how many you've seen, because I'm like, what? I'm just saying it's doable. I mean, anything is doable, but is that something that you want to do? Like, do we need to talk? Do we need to, like, you know, seek help? To find the redwood tree we took a family photo on in front of and take another photo as an adult. Took a lot of thinking, hiking, but did it. That's awesome. Look at you just achieving all your goals like that. You're pretty cool. I wish I had something like that I wanted to find, like somewhere I'm like, oh, I know I've been as a child and I want to find this spot. I don't think I have any place that is like that for me. Everything is doable. Lick your own eye then. I mean, you could take it out and lick it. I don't recommend this activity, but I'm just saying. I want to publish a book. Better if it's the novel I finished last year. I want to publish a whole music album. Better if it's conceptual album. And I want to have a proper vacation in Japan. Okay, those are all very good goals that I do think are quite doable. I think you just need to pace yourself and, like, you know, plan ahead, and I think you'll definitely be able to do that. There are 44 countries in total and you only have 5 left. That's awesome. I wish I had traveled that much. That's really cool. Which one is your favorite that you visited? Like, which one of the 40 39 countries you visited in Europe. Which one is your favorite? People around me just pray I don't have a heads up about my end. Like they always be living on edge. They don't know Gumi might be up to no good. They never know. They never knew you might be like, ooh, my end is coming. Well, you're coming with me. I'm not gonna be lonely out here. I can see a case for that. And I can see Gumi doing that. Well, that's pretty cool. I love hearing about all that because I feel like I have very basic bucket list stuff, and then I hear other people and I'm like, dang, these people have like very cool dreams and whatnot, and I'm like, dang, I should aim higher. But let's see. So my number one that I wrote, I have no idea what year I bought that. I would have to check Amazon. They don't even sell this book anymore. But my number one bucket list item was have a boyfriend. Well, I can say that I have achieved this goal. I'll have to figure that out to fill in the information, but at least I did that. That was doable and it kind of happened. So I would say that's not bad, you know? I spent at least 2 weeks in each country I went to currently. My favorite is a toss-up between Hungary, Romania, and France. Southern France. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Fish with my husband's boyfriend. Oh, how dare you? You're gonna drown him. Or you're gonna eat the fish you're fishing, okay? The island was in the Florida Keys. We boarded my uncle's boat. You got a nugget? Kohaku would be jealous. We boarded my uncle's boat, my cousin and I, and we fished all day and built a bamboo hut. That's like anime stuff. That's so cool. That reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist when they were left on this island, but it's voluntary, so it's better, you know? It's amazing. Okay, yeah, I mean, don't question what I was thinking when I wrote these, but at least I achieved it, you know? Having a girlfriend in my case is not doable as 2 week. I mean, don't despair. It might be more doable than you think. Just let it happen. I didn't know what was coming for me when I wrote that, but it worked out. So, you know, we take it. My bucket list number 2 was live in Japan. And I did that. So let's go. I was onto something writing them. So number 1 and number 2 are already done. So that's awesome. That was an interesting message. Let's see. Number 3, definitely not done, and I don't know how doable, was a master an instrument. I am still master of none. I can kind of play a bunch of them, and that's about it. Number 1 is actually the hardest one for me to do because of time, but it's to learn to fly a plane. But because of work, it's hard to schedule all the hours I need. I mean, that's a big thing. I feel like I am too much of a scaredy cat to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna learn how to fly in the sky and not crash. But that's pretty cool. I feel like that gives you like really good bragging rights when you're like, oh dang, I can fly a plane. Not everybody can do that, and you can like give a ride to people, but you know, maybe this can come if after a little bit more time, you know. Buy Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, that'll be enough. That'll do it. Hello, Solid. How are you? How was your weekend? If you just did the simulation, once you see a real plane, you'll just be a professional right away. My 3rd goal I achieved is partially done. Learn art and other languages. Oh yeah, you've done a lot of art. I haven't finished learning, but I'm learning. You're learning and you're doing art, so clearly you're on the way. So yours are definitely all very doable. Always mistreating my poor turtles. How dare. When I was a POS, I was quite popular and had some relationships that were over 2 years each. Now I'm not a bad person, I'm Rizless. No, you got the good guy Riz, so that means that you're gonna get a good girl. It's gonna be fine, okay? Hey girl, nothing much, it's fine. We love a peaceful weekend. I'm gonna fulfill one bucket list item soon. Visiting Japan. Yes, I'm pretty sure I saw you talking about it or something. I know you're doing Duolingo for it, right? You gotta learn. You gotta be ready. You gotta be like, people need to be like Nihongo Jozu desu ne when they see you. Like you need to have that. You need to have at least one person tell you that, and then you know you've made it when you're in Japan. You know? My other bucket list items are pretty impossible. I mean, let's say that we're trying to have a list of 100 items. There must be some of them that are somewhat doable. No? My next goal is stream as a VTuber, which is very, very doable for you. You already got your OC, you got a lot of art, which for some reason most of VTubers are supposed to have. Apparently, I'm poor, but you're already ready. You have a pretty model. You can get Twig to make you a beautiful 3D model if you're wanting to have 3D. I personally find it too finicky for my dumb self. I just mess up. That's why I just clip through the floor and then my wrists go crazy. So I'm not trying to have people have nightmares watching me, but one day I'll give it another try and get it to work. A mahi mahi. I've never had mahi mahi. Yay, VTuber Kyra, yes, we are all very excited. I will be there, I will be cheering. Become a panther is not doable. That is actually kinda sad. Indeed, that would be one I would say is not very doable. Yeah, gotta know random Japanese words. Yeah, you gotta know like how to say like random words that will scare them away, but make them think that you like know Japanese. They'll be like just like, oh yeah, starfish. And they'll be like, ooh, scary, but Nihongo Jozu. See, that's how you gotta go. Alright, my number 4 was go to South Korea. And I've made it, so I'm doing pretty good. So far, I have 3 out of 4 are done, so you know. I was onto something, I'm telling you. Mahi mahi is delicious, my top 3 favorite fish. Really? Ooh, that sounds yum. I want to try it. I want to have like a taco with mahi mahi. I feel like that would be a great mix. All right, so my goal number 5 was have children. Well, I haven't achieved that one, but I'm hoping I can one day. I want to have, and I wrote specifically children, so I want at least 2. No only child in my life, please, God, please. I want to have at least 2. I don't know. I am the youngest of 4. All my cousins have other people in their lives. I'm like, I don't see myself. I would struggle. I want my child to have siblings, basically. That's all I want. Oh, hello, Kuda. How you doing? How was your day? I need to know your 3 most doable bucket list items. We're going through my list that I found my book for, that I don't know which year I wrote it in, but yeah, it's happening. That's easy. I mean, I never take things for granted. I don't know if I can have children yet, so I'm not gonna say, yeah, that easy peasy, and then I try to have children and then it doesn't work and I'm depressed. I'm not trying to do that to myself. I'm hoping everything goes well when it's the time for me to try and have kids. That's basically how I choose to see my life. All right, then goal number 6 was buy your house. And I never really said so, but I did that last year. One day I came home and I was like, I'm streaming and I'm gonna sing because I'm happy. That was the day we ended the deal on my house. So we got a house last year and I was very happy. So you know what? 2 out of 6 are not done so far. So we're doing pretty good. Oh, hello, Theo. How you doing? How was your weekend? Day was longer than I would like. Otherwise, I never really thought about a bucket list. If it's not a specific bucket list, do you have things you want to do? Like, oh, before I die, I definitely need to do that. And, like, it's kind of doable. And how about you? Lord Theo? What are your 3 most doable bucket list items? Is this one doable? Become a millionaire USD. I love the specification because other currencies you could be. I love that you specified. Well, I mean, anything is doable when it comes to money. You just need to become one of the fancy VTubers. I believe in you, Gumi. I believe you got this. I know you'll get there. Then you're going fast. I mean, I don't have that much to say. I want kids. I don't have them. I wanted a house. I got a house. So I don't even know how many I actually wrote. I'll probably end up writing more today. Short weekend, need more sleep. Felt. Actually, I have none. There's even if you don't have 3, do you have one thing that you're like, oh, I definitely would like to do that before I die? Like, I will try my best. You know, a lot of people is like, oh, I want to go to Japan before I die, or I want to go X, Y, and Z, you know? Oh my, you have more faith in me than me. I have all the faith. I believe in you. I believe in your content. You're just doing it. You have a gorgeous voice. So like, what you mean? What is there for me to fear about your success here? It's gonna be great. Become beans. I mean, you know what? It's doable. If you leave a will behind and people have to like, you know, turn you into like grass, and then they feed that into to like whatever soil, and then they grow beans out of it, you can become some beans. It's an interesting way to be remembered, but it's doable, you know. Let's see, what is that? Oh my god, my handwriting back in the day was not all that. So my number 7. God. Wait.
Is your stream playing?
I don't know. It's kind of yellow and red. I feel like the internet is not happy today. Did you have to end?
I had to end. It was around at the end of my last game. It was just doing great. I was dropping so many frames.
Aww. Well, you had a good time?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. We're going through my bucket list.
I see. You made tea?
Yes.
None for your husband?
No.
None of that.
None of that. None for the husband. See my number 1 bucket list item?
No, that's me.
Yes. Well, I mean, you turn it into a husband, but like, you know, gotta work on some of them. Gotta work, but you know.
Have what? Wait, what was that one?
Have children.
Have children.
Children. As I said, not child. Hi, Aster, says Kuro.
Hi, Guru. How you doing? Buy a house,
Yeah. And then, so we're on number 7. Actually, what are your 3 biggest bucket list items, Aster?
Biggest bucket list item?
Like most doable, I mean, actually.
Most doable. Most doable. Hit Challenger and TFT.
Hit Challenger and TFT because you're a nerd, yes.
Because I'm a nerd. Get better at drawing.
Get better at drawing.
Let's see. What's my 3rd biggest bucket list item? Lose some weight.
Lose some weight. I mean, that's very doable indeed.
Yeah, those are like the most.
Hi, Stinky Gold Dude. Yes, that's you. And Cairo. Taps the watch at the husband. I'm like, yeah, the children, bro.
Yeah, children.
Like, it's not. We're not on schedule, okay? Good morning, Cars. How you doing? Did you sleep well? No, but I'm not hungry because I wasn't hungry. It's my birthday. You can't be mean.
It's not your birthday.
It's my birthday week. It's my birthday week. It's my birthday. You cannot nag at me. It's my birthday week. That's how it works. That's always how it works. It's my birthday week. I can do whatever I want. Anyways, hope you slept well, Clarence. Number 7 was go to Haiti. Sadly, I haven't been, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to. Like, I feel like sadly things just get worse every day in Haiti. So every time I was supposed to go, something would happen. Either like a aunt would get kidnapped or someone would get murdered. Ew. You got Henry's shoe? That's a stinky, dirty shoe. Dang, okay. Anyways, it's like, dang. Had a full 6 hours sleep, so I sleep pretty well. That's pretty good. 6 hours these days is a luxury, okay? Happy birthday week. Thank you very much. I would add I'd like to weigh more than 60 kg. I've never been over 58. What is that? That's like time 2 in pounds? 120. I mean, maybe you can bulk and like build the muscles and whatnot. You can do whatever you want for the entire month. That's right. Like, I can eat trash and have my girl dinners if I want. He's not there to judge, okay? Haiti. Yeah, Haiti. Like, because that's where my parents are from and stuff. Like, my sisters went once, but it was, I just made it make sense. Oh, I'm gonna tell him that. What about Republic Dominicana? I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but let's just say that usually Dominican people do not particularly like Haitian people, and they don't treat the Haitian people really well. So I would probably not go there personally. I don't feel comfortable going, and I know that I'm not necessarily safe going either. So I will not. Like as a tourist, like someone that has never been to Haiti, they probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like they would just see me as like a random tourist. But I'm like, you know what? I will just not. I would rather not go there because the tension is a bit too high over there. They don't really like that people go from Haiti to them. So it's like, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I will not. Yep, I'll try it. I'll try. I don't have much of a bucket list. Maybe learn at least 3 other languages besides the 2 I know now. Okay, which one would it be? Besides that, maybe go to Germany. Not sure what to do there besides food though. Yeah, honestly, I've never thought about traveling to Germany, and I don't know what I would do. I mean, I have one friend over there, so maybe I would have a great time over there, but when I'm buffering, sorry, I think the internet is really not having a great time. Master told me he had to end the stream because the internet was messing with him, and it seems to be messing on my side too, so I'm sorry if there's buffering today. When I finish moving to my new place, rented, it's okay, you gotta start somewhere. You have a place, it's already a start, and then one day you can just, buy it. Oh wow, complicated. Yeah, it's quite complicated. My parents know a lot more about it, and I've heard a lot of things like directly from family, so I'm like, yeah, this is not the type of place that I personally would like to go. But I've only heard like good things from people that go on vacation over there and like eat the food and see the people and the alcohol and stuff. Like my parents-in-laws went not too long ago and they had a really good time and they only have good reviews. I just not for me, So this one, I don't know, maybe one day it'll be safe enough for me to go and like, because it's been so long that even most of like my parents' close family are already gone. So like if I go, I don't even have I have an aunt I can go see that will like, help me around. I don't really have that. They're mostly all passing away because, they're getting old. So it's like, I don't know my other cousins and aunts over there. I have no idea. So I wouldn't just go there on a whim. I'm not trying to get in trouble out here, Number 8 was see fireworks, and I've seen a lot of fireworks since. Like I think my first one I saw in Japan in 2014, so I guess that must have been at least 2013 when I bought this one. 2014 was the first time I went to Japan and I saw my first fireworks, so that's pretty cool. So I'm not the only one buffering, probably not. I'm so sorry. Internet code is not happy today, and I'm not too sure what I can do about it. Let me see if there's anything I can do. You're not receiving enough video. I have a lot of dropped frames and I don't know why. This never happens for me. As for languages though, I was thinking Mandarin, Japanese, and either Spanish or Portuguese. Those are pretty fun languages, so that'd be good. You got this, you just gotta start. The one thing I'll say about Europe is that all the cities are kind of the same with a different accent and older buildings. You need to get out of the countryside, and smaller towns to really enjoy it. I would say the same about Japan personally. I feel like I enjoyed seeing the city and seeing Tokyo and like all the big buildings and everything, but I enjoyed going to the countryside and seeing their local food and stuff like that a lot more personally, I do like the countryside more. Probably ISP related. Yeah, I don't know, it's been really hard to like do authentication on Twitch and on YouTube today. I just keep getting like bad messages and I keep dropping frames and I'm not sure why, because it's all green and everything should be okay. But yeah, so sorry for the lack of quality streaming today. Get back into arting. Hello, Jump Parker! It's Parker! Hello, how you doing? How have you been? And yes, I like your number 1. You gotta lock in. You got this. The The buffering is kind of cute. What do you mean by cute? It's buffering. You're just missing out on me buffering for no reason. Spanish is cool, but I think Portuguese is more useful right now. I guess it all depends on where you're going. I mean, if you're moving to Spain, I mean, would probably be fine. But if you're going to Brazil, let's say, then, you know, Brazilian Portuguese is quite useful right now. Why right now? Like, what's going on? What am I not aware of that is cool about that? I don't know. I've never heard it was like a main language to learn. Is there like a little business or something that can be done with it? I actually have no idea. Oh wow, there's like a lot of motivational quotes in my book. Every morning you have two choices. Continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them. You know what's tragic about that? Like, I don't really dream. Like, I know people are like, oh, you don't remember. For me, sleeping 99.9% of the time is just a blackout and then I wake up. There's nothing that happened whatsoever. Stream ended on my side, did it? I mean, you can't hear me, but I would tell you to refresh and start again. Let me go see on my side, because that's not good. Because on Twitch it's not a problem, but on YouTube it is. You can beat the internet into submission. You know what? Fair. I should do that. Yep, right now ended again. Like, I see it buffering. Am I even live? Okay, so you guys hear me? Cause like even my thing was not saying live, so I was a little like panic moment. Okay, as long as you can hear, then we should be fine. Our efficient lower quality is good now. Okay, well that's sad. You guys can't even have like high quality turtles content like how there. Let me catch up. Yeah, see, Kuro, I don't know. It seems like the internet is beating me more than I'm beating them, you know. Been super productive. Hopefully I'll be able to open my commissions again. Oh, you did commission. I didn't even know you did commission. Let's go get that monies and get that fun doing art. My parents are gonna move to Japan apparently for a year or two, so I will hopefully be able to visit Japan that way. Well, that's awesome. I would love that, having people that can do that and have like a house to go visit. That's awesome. Your parents are cool. They do things. My parents are retired and they're just cute and round. Let me catch up to conversation. Yes, except when you're not. What were we discussing that we were not dry hats? I'm lost now. Yeah, I refresh, but like every 1 minute it gives me end screen with thumbnail. Go watch this, and they show at the end. Hopefully it stops right now. I'm apparently not losing frames anymore, so it should be fine. Hopefully, Copium. Yeah. Just baby commission. No. Commission is commission. You do them and you get the recognition that you deserve. That's what happened. That's what's cool. That's what's hot. Okay. All right. YouTube is more unstable than Twitch. Well, for once Twitch is doing better. What do you mean I'm silly? That's defamation, Kyra. What do you mean? I really don't know. I haven't had the error message on YouTube and OBS in a little bit, so maybe it's doing a bit better, but I'm not holding my breath on that. I'm doing my best. Like, Kyra's gonna have the leaderboard forever. Live, you're live except when you're not. Well, your stream has not stopped again. Okay, so maybe it needed to have a little, like, meltdown, and now it's fine. Maybe, hopefully, hopium. I heard it's intentional if you don't use Chrome, but I use Chrome though. Oh yeah, on YouTube when people watch it, I don't know because I have premium and it was still buffering for me, so I'm not sure. I'm fine so far, for buffering too. Good. BRIB, got to make a coffee for mama. Yeah, get that yummy coffee for your mama. But I don't, yeah, it's just there to trouble you and make you have a bad time. But now my bitrate is back to like being green rather than red. So hopefully it just stays fine now. It just had a little meltdown. Maybe because it's snowing. I will put the blame on the snow because the snow is trash and we don't need it. Anyways, my bucket list number 9 was to get a guy to buy me a drink. My dreams are very big. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. And I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess I did not put details as to how they would do that, but Acer has bought me countless drinks, so I would say it has been done. He even makes me custom drinks now, so I would say. Don't judge me, dry hats, okay? I was young. I'm trying to think, how old was I? If it's like, let's say, whoops, that was not supposed to happen. I'm not gonna say how old I was, but I was way too old for this, but it kind of worked out. I was more than an adult. You saw nothing. What are you talking about, Solid? There was nothing to be seen. What are you eyeing like that? I don't know. It must have been in your head. Hello, Sheriff. How you doing? It's still snowing in March. How long does it usually last? I cannot endure the cold. See, you're not made for the Canadian weather. You would not be happy here. The thing is, it was looking like spring these days. I stopped wearing my boots. All was good and dandy. And then I'm driving to work this morning and I start seeing random snowflakes. And now it was like snowing intensely before stream. And I was like, okay, but could you not? Like, I would really appreciate if you did it. But I don't know. And like usually there's always a last big storm. If we're really unlucky, it's somewhere in April. And then after that summer, like spring starts. But back in the day, I used to never have snow on my birthday. It was spring and all was good. Now it's kind of normal. If there's snow around my birthday, I just have to just accept it, really. The next one, I had my goal number 10. My bucket list number 10 was snorkeling. And I've done that twice. I have done it with fishes with my sister, and I went swimming with turtles back in October. So I would say I've become a professional. I was so scared of snorkeling because I didn't understand how it worked. I was like, I'm sure I'm just gonna drown and be terrified. But it was cool. What's that? That's, you know, when you put like you have a tube in your mouth and you have like the goggles on your eyes, and then you just go watch fishies or something. That's basically what it is. I did that with turtles and fishies, and it was a lot of fun, and I have no regrets. I'm happy I have. Oh dang. You know, worries. My goal number 11 was climb a mountain. And I have done that several times, way too many times. I have ended up like climbing a mountain with my sister by mistake. We were like, oh, it's a nice little hiking trail. And then we ended up going up a mountain in Japan. So that was a time. And we didn't have like any gear. We were not wearing the right shoes or anything. So our feet were dead. But we had a great time overall, you know? It does suck like that. There's always a typhoon on my birthday. So I feel you. See, high five. I get a snowstorm. You get a typhoon. We don't like that. It's not cool. It's not nice. Yeet man. Wow! You wanna yeet me? You should be ashamed of yourself for the disregard of the turtle lives. Turtle lives are important, and I will not have you yeeting me or Myrtle, because Myrtle will show up and Myrtle will pop your face with her hands. Her bare hands. That's what's up. How dare you? Oh well, my bucket list number 12 was master Japanese. I'm not there. I'm clearly not there, but I could be on the way. I think it's kind of doable, but I just need to like lock in. If I lock in, I can do it, but I don't know. Oh, I guess I did have an idea of going to Europe because I want to see the Alps. I don't know how to say this word, but the Alps, the pretty mountains. I think it's Switzerland. I think I want to go there and I want to see that because that's gorgeous and I want to see it myself one day. I don't know how doable because I don't know how much I would travel. Yeah, I don't know. I know what it is in French, but I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it in English. I have no idea. Threaten me with a good time. I see how it is. Yeah, I'd like to see that one day. That's my number 13. I didn't keep track, but so far, honestly, I would say that I've done at least like more than half of my first bucket list. I was supposed to write them at the beginning, but I was lazy and I didn't. See, procrastination was a thing even like in 2013. So, you know, the Alps are like a very nice, I don't know, it's a very pretty mountains in a very pretty place. One, see Tool live. I don't know what Tool is. Is it a band? Is it music? Number check. Oh, you did it? Let's go. Go to Adepticon. I'm going this week. Oh, dang. Let's go. 3, see the Grand Canyon. Sally and Finish have more, but those are my top 3. But those are all very doable. I mean, you've done like 1.5 at this point, and then you can do the Grand Canyon. You're American already, so like you just need to like, you know, plan that trip and have a grand old time. You got this. I'd like to see the Grand Canyon. The thing is, I want to see a bunch of things in the States, but I feel like they're all really far from each other, so I don't have a choice but to have like separate trips to go see different things. And I'm like, I don't want to go that many times. I'd like to like do one big trip, but I see that I don't want to be away for a super long time. It's really hard trying to like fulfill your dreams in this world, you know? But I'd like to see the Grand Canyon. Like, my sister was very happy. Even though I'm scared. Like, she was like, yeah, there's some places that are like, you know, you need to be careful so you don't fall and die. And I'm like, oh, cool. All right. Are those the ones, the movies about the plane crashing? I don't think so. Like, it's not super snowy. I don't think it is. I don't remember where the plane movie is. Going to Japan is probably number 4, which is also very doable. You just gotta, like, you know, we just need to become rich. And those are Los Andes. I will trust you on that because I have no idea, to be very honest. My number 14 was see the Great Wall of China. Haven't done that yet. I got close because I was right there. My sister came to see me and then she left for China. I think she's seen it like twice at least, and she said it's very nice to see. But I haven't managed yet. Maybe one day I will be one to go to China and see it. I'd like to go to China and visit like the countryside and stuff like that. It's just so far. I feel like if I'm going to Asia, I'm not gonna stay in only one country if I can help it. I will probably hop like, let's say 3 weeks in Japan, 3 weeks in China, 3 weeks in Korea, and then go back home with and deal with the time change and whatnot, you know? I wonder how many I actually wrote. Some of them I'm gonna keep for myself. Let's see. Number 17. I wanted to go to Vietnam. I haven't done that. That would be part, I guess, after 3 weeks in China, I'll go 3 weeks in Vietnam. I need to do like a big trip in Asia. Wait, that's cheating? What are you talking about? None of that. See, the funny thing is that I thought I would do like, it would have been a good hand cam stream and stuff, and I'm like, what if there's anything compromising in this book? I don't know what I wrote like 11 years ago, like 12 years ago I wrote stuff. Who knows, you know? Okay, maybe I'll add that on my bucket list too. Spend at least 3 months outside the country. That can be a nice plan. You spend three months, but like you're traveling around a continent or something. That sounds like a fun thing to do. I guess I was in my era of like, I want to visit places. So 17 is go to Vietnam. 18 is go to Fiji. I really want to see that. Like, I feel like that's something that only rich people get to do. So maybe I just need to keep hoping and copiuming that I'll be rich. 19 is go to the Maldives. Also rich people stuff. So I'm not copiuming too hard about it. I'm just gonna hope and copium about it. Okay. Then on number 20 was learn Korean. I understand a little bit, and these days we're very much into watching Korean TV shows. We finished one that was Physical 100, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of drama. We were living for it, and we're like, we're looking for something similar. And we found one that is basically cook, like, what do you call a cook? Chef 100, let's say. So like 100 people that are like professional or not super professional cooks, and then they have to battle to know who's the best cook in Korean, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, and we're living. I'm excited. I can't wait to go watch the rest of the show. It's great. Okay, there's 3 bucket lists for me now. Learn three new languages. Take a full country trip in the Philippines. I want to go to the Philippines too. Spend 3 months outside the country. All expensive. Well, that's why they're on a bucket list. So you have your whole lifespan to save for them and plan for them and achieve your dreams. So that's why they gotta be there. That's why I should probably start learning Korean if I want to do it on my 20th thingy. Wait, did I not? There's one I know for a fact I remember writing. Why is it not there? Did I not? Like, I feel like I remember myself sitting down and writing it. Oh. Okay. I randomly skipped from 21 to 33 has nothing written. I don't know why. Something was up with me, I guess. The problem is that by the time you saved enough for it, you're too old to do it. Yeah, that's why, we need to be hustlers from when we're 5 years old. And because of that, we're able to achieve all our plans. But clearly, we have all failed, so we just try to do whatever we can now. We're just not like stacking bricks young enough. We're not, buying stocks when we were 10. Who failed us like that? I don't know. But, I feel like some of them are doable even when old. Like learning something, like learning a new language and stuff, you can still try and do it when you're old. It's like if you're going to travel, if I'm like 65 and my bones hurt, I'm not going to want to be on the plane for 12, 14, 16 hours. You fished a turtle. It's a turtle. It's so pretty. I love it. But you shouldn't fish it. Don't hurt my turtles. Oh my God. Anyways, I want to learn Italian. Why not do it? I feel like it's good to have these things written down and just try to chip at it little by little, Maybe past mana scrape them for reasons past mana suppressed. Guess mystery. Who knows? I guess I had something planned from number 21 to 33, and then I never finished. I just don't know what happened in the 15 years. No. It was 12 years ago. I wrote that possibly 12 years ago, and I don't know what was going on in my brain. Hydrate, thank you. Hello, Shoes. How you doing? How was your weekend? And what are your 3 most doable bucket list items? That's what I'm trying to get to know today. Well, we don't know why I skipped, but number 34, very, very difficult, very complicated one, was get drunk. I guess I had never gotten drunk. I was not a streamer, I guess. I'm pretty sure I had alcohol, like, semi-normal, like, regularly, but I had just never gotten drunk. I got drunk on vacation with my sister once because we wanted to know what it was like. When I tell you, like, I was a house child. I never clubbed. I never hung out. I never had friends. I was not out of the house, so it's not like I had, like, parties. I don't like people like that. So I didn't know what it was like to be drunk, and now I very much know. I very much know what it is. I don't particularly like the feeling, but it's a thing. And I love that this is just number 34. There's no number 35. There's no number 33. It's just okay. Oh, Italian. I keep hearing Italians dote on tourists who know their languages. I mean, like, I feel like any country that you really don't look like someone that would speak their language and you start speaking their language, they will love you no matter what. They'll be very excited. Even here in Quebec, people will be happy if you try to speak French, even if you butcher it. It's just like, oh, you made an effort for me and it's really fun. Like, I mean, it's not for them, but, you know, they feel appreciated, you know? I need that love in my life. Maybe I'll learn Italian. Yes, you should learn as many languages as you can and just enjoy them. Enjoy the countries, enjoy the culture. Because it's so similar to Spanish that it's so hard for me to remember what I'm learning. Like my brain understands almost every Italian phrase, so thinks it doesn't need to learn anything. Yeah, that can make it hard. If you know a language that is very close, it will mess up with you a little bit. Or not. For me, I struggle with Spanish because anytime I try to think in Spanish and stuff, and even though I do understand a chunk of it, I will default to Japanese. I don't know, it's been happening since I was in high school. Anytime I had to start speaking in Spanish, it just changed without my content. So I don't know, Spanish is a difficult one for me. The other catch is that Mana is a cheater since she is a turtle and will still be young at 150. I mean, is that cheating or just being well prepared? I'm well prepared. I just know what's up. I knew I had a long life to live. I knew I had to be a turtle, and as such, I was born a turtle because I wanted to. See, take charge of your future. That's how you will achieve all your goals. Okay. My 3 most doable bucket list items. I got drunk at 16 and puked out of a moving car. Interesting. It's like a faucet on the left side of the Jeep. Never again. You know what? That doesn't sound like a great memorable experience. For me, it was fun. We were in Mexico, my sister and I. We had tequila. We had fun. Then we went to sit next to the beach and watch, look at the stars and talk about philosophical conversations. And then we went to bed. That was my first experience getting drunk. I've never been pass out drunk. I have thrown up, but other than that, I've been fine with alcohol. Tequila is the real deal. Yeah, it was a very, very fast situation. Okay, Canada seems welcoming about foreigners knowing French. The French, however, were said to be rude. They insult you for trying. It depends. Okay, I don't know. Canadians usually are known to be quite nice. It depends where. In Montreal, I wouldn't say that most people are nice. They're kind of more on the colder side. If you go to English Canada, usually they'll be quite nice and polite. Quebec, it depends. But if you try to speak French in a very French-speaking area in Quebec, like countryside and stuff, they will definitely appreciate it and try to teach you stuff. But if you are in the city, they will just give up and speak to you in English if they do. So it depends, really. Let's see. Oh, Spanish is a hard AF and it has no reason to be that hard. I mean, I speak French, so you know the level of difficulty of other languages is there. I gauge it slightly differently, you know. And although it's a beautiful language, it's not that useful. I would say it's pretty useful. I feel like, especially in the States, they use it a lot. In Canada, probably not. It's not that useful. It's nice to have, or like in your job, depending on what you do. Like my sister speaks Spanish and she's a nurse, so like it's useful when there's a random patient that comes in and doesn't speak English or French, then my sister can speak Spanish to them. It can be useful, but that's about it. I would have no reason to ever use Spanish at my job, personally. I already know a little bit of Spanish, mostly numbers and a few words. Person being a Spanish colony. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's why I know that there's a lot of like people in the Philippines that have like Spanish sounding last names and stuff. And I was very confused the first time. I didn't know that happened. Just don't speak French in France like ever. And yeah, I mean, even for me, they would probably judge me for my accent because I don't have a French accent. I could fake it, but why? Like, I don't have that to do. Like, I have other more important things to do in my life. Their grammar is confusing though. Which one, the Spanish or the French? Because there's a bunch of them that are pretty confusing. Like, why was I skipping pages? Like, is that it? Did I just skip 21 to 34 and then after that I didn't write? I'm confused because there's one specific one I'm looking for that I'm 100% sure I wrote because I wanted to write to put a picture of it one day. Let me see if I can find it. I'm like, was I tripping 12 years ago? I don't know. I definitely want to fill this with more goals because that means I filled like 20 goals and then I gave up out of 100. Not exactly demure if you ask me. I knew I was someone that would give up. Filipino indicator. English first name with Spanish last name and a repeating nickname like Junjun or Ten Ten. I mean, honestly, that's kind of cute, so I wouldn't say no to that. That's why I stopped learning French after 2 years. I was like, why would I even try? I mean, you'd be probably very proud of yourself if you didn't give up. See, no regrets if you don't give up. Okay, but why am I so random? So, last one we just read was what, 33? No, 34. I decided to write, I'm gonna get drunk. Then I didn't write anything until number 80. Like, I'm trying to hope that I was not completely crazy, but I had an idea and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write it at this number because X, Y, and Z. But I don't see it. I don't understand. Why did I do that? That's why I stopped learning French. Oh, I read that. Maybe Canadian French, but French, I mean, it's the same. Like, the main difference is just how you pronounce it and, like, some, like, slang. But the basic of the language is the same, though. It's just pronounced differently depending on where you are. Like, my French is not necessarily a very Quebec French. I have a very standard French, so most people are not really sure where I'm from when I speak to them. They'll be like, you're not French, but you're not sounding like a Quebecois either. So they're not sure, because I'm very in the middle. But, like, nah, it's gonna be hard anyways. Like, I'm sorry. There's no hope. It's always gonna be hard. But anyways, bucket list number 80, because I just chose to skip from 34 to 80, was to get my dad to do my wedding. I guess I meant to officiate my wedding, I guess is what I was trying to communicate here 12 years ago. And I did that. I forced him into it, and I forced him to do his first dance with me. So my first dance, so that worked out. Hello? See, I got that. Wow. Mind blown. One of my best friends is French. He has lived at MX. I don't know where MX is. Mexico! Since he was like 4, so French people just ignore him. You know what? I'm not here to reinforce stereotypes. I will just say that sometimes they can be weird just like everybody else. But at my job, there's like 20 employees and about 17 of them are French. So I do work with a lot of French people, and most of them are pretty nice. Some of them are kind of... Cheating Man is a French man, I'm just saying. So, like, you know, he's a special individual. Let's see. Did I write anything else? Smells like food. Yeah, Aster made me my birthday cake today. If you don't get a birthday cake, and I'm pretty excited to have it. Only 2 days to go. I wonder if I wrote anything else. I don't know why I wrote like my number 4 bucket list and then I skipped until 80. So I'm just making sure, but maybe I am, because I don't understand. Like, there's one I'm looking for and I'm like, I'm so sure I wrote it. So like, what happened to it? It's not there. Stop wishing, start doing. Today is my day, just do it. Important stuff there.
What is going on?
That's a fishing thing. You can fish.
What do you mean you can fish?
If you go in my Twitch chat, you can !fish and collect fishes.
Huh.
It's great. I love it.
That's fun.
Kyra fished a turtle earlier. I was very offended, but it's fine.
Oh my god.
And
Kyra, you again, Kyra? Come on.
Yeah. After her crimes, she does something like that again. Like, dang. No thank you. I can have it after. You're so cute. Thank you. Aster jealous of my whale shark? Yes. He's jealous of that, but he's also judging you for fishing a turtle earlier. Again. Yeah. We remember your crimes. We remember your sentence, okay? The farthest I get to learning French is knowing how to do the R sound. I wish you had a mic so I could judge the quality of your R. Very important as a French-speaking person, you know. Let's see what my book was saying, if it was good English or not. Bucket list book. Life is too short to not chase your dreams. A bucket list is a way for you to recognize your dreams and goals and make that happen. Record a list of all the things you want to do in the pages of this book, whether short term or long term, and check each dream or goal off as you achieve it. This book will soon turn into a beautiful keepsake full of wonderful memories, and each page will capture moments you'll never want to forget. And honestly, it's pretty nice. I had forgotten a lot of the things that I wrote, but there's one I don't understand where it went. I know that somewhere in there, I wrote that I wanted to learn a K-pop song, like a K-pop choreography. I was like, I want to do a K-pop choreography from the beginning to the end. I wanted to learn G from like Girls' Generation. I can't remember myself writing it, but I don't find it in there, so I don't know where I put it. I don't know. But I just skipped numbers anyways. Well, for me, my 3 most doable things I want to in life is, number 1 is build my relationship closer to Jesus Christ. Let's go. Number 2, better my health and do more exercise. Doable as well. Number 3, I want to be better. You know what? That's very doable. That's very good. And I believe that you can achieve all of these. So, I would say you're pretty much a winner out here. Muscles are such an interesting thing. I don't hate them, but I don't particularly like them. Okay, but why are you getting so rich, Kyra? Like, what is this? Dang. Be better with money and increase my finance. That's what I'm trying to do as well. I'm trying to increase my finances so I can stay home. Let's go. Hello, John. How you doing? How was your weekend? And do you have 3 bucket list items that are the most doable? Like, what are the things you think you can achieve? I was delayed by 150 seconds. YouTube ads, seriously. Yeah, no, YouTube is becoming a bit more aggressive with the ads. Like, now they will choose where the ads go. Like, you will lose a lot of control over it. But it is what it is, sadly. Just be happy I got 2 cents from it. Positives. I like mussels cooked in white wine and fennel. I've never had that. Maybe I would. I feel like I've only had mussels in some type of red sauce that was like more tomato-y than something else, Oh, hello, Monty. How you doing? How was your day? How are you doing? And what are 3 most doable bucket list items? I kind of need mussels. I mean, yeah, I do too. Don't worry. No wonder I'm not buffering. Yeah, I guess you were too in the back. The only 2 I can think of is ride a Harley motorcycle. Oh, and buy a Dodge Challenger 1970 model. Like, all right. Those are pretty cool goals. I don't know how doable these are because I have no idea. Like, I don't think I've ever seen these things in real life. So, it's pretty cool though. You caught a junk bike? Why are you getting all the things? Like, the way I get distracted by what you're fishing is interesting. I just can't help myself. I'm just like, oh. Like, now I want to know, how is the leaderboard? Like, how rich are you? Mussels. I'm hungry for seafood. Mussels are mussels. Like, who knows? Let's see. So, Kyra is rich. I'm gonna fish too because at this point I'm just getting behind my thing. She be fishing all the things. Well, you've casted 21 times today. Dang. I do love a good seafood situation. It's pretty yum. I want to have some, but in this economy, seafood is not easy to get by. It's wildly too expensive for no reason. I want some, but it's not what's up out here. You cannot get food when you want it. It's rough, but I do like it. Fish with Cajun seasoning. Like, what? Wait, what? I have questions, but you know what? It's fine. I'm not judging how you fish. Clearly, it's working for you, so it's fine. But yeah. But those are pretty cool. I love hearing about what people aspire to do and what they aspire to like achieve in life. And that's pretty cool to know like what you guys' goals are. Like I feel like one that came back a lot was learning learning new languages. And I feel like that's the most doable for most of us. Like, the thing is that you have to make time for it. You cannot just be lazy about it, because you will not learn, and you need to, you know, watch TV and watch shows and listen to it. Like, you have to figure out which style of learning works the best for you, and you can go from there. Like, for now, I'm still learning how to read Arabic. I'm getting better at this. I recognize things better, even though my mother-in-law sent me a text yesterday. I was like, I don't know some of these letters, or I'll have to ask her about it. But my father-in-law was like, oh, you need to watch Egyptian shows with subtitles so you can learn. And you know what? I agree. That is how I learned Japanese anyways. So it should work for Arabic too, right, Copium? I just gotta do something about it. I fish in real life all the time, so I have many fish every week. I love fish, but it's too expensive to have a good fish in this world. I would like to, like, I don't like the idea of fishing, because I'm a bit of a scaredy cat and I don't want to have worms and all that, but I'd like to have like some fresh fish that I fish myself. Sounds like a great time, to be honest. I live in an archipelago. Seafood is cheaper than chicken, pork, beef, and vegetables. Oh, just making me jealous like that, like, dang. No consideration for my feelings here. Like, okay, I see how it is. Keep boasting, keep bragging. I see how it is, Clarence.
New donation from Fish. Ty, you're awesome.
Fish, you're supposed to go on vacation. What you mean? Thank you so much. And oh my God, didn't my notification actually work? Did you guys hear it at least? I never get notifications. I never get to test them. Thank you so much, Fish. You're being illegal. What? Like, I need to know actually. When are you off? Like, are you off from today? Wednesday night. I got here Wednesday night. Okay, well, I get to talk to you tomorrow anyways, but you're being illegal. But thank you, though. You'll be out for my birthday. Hello, Ruin. How you doing? Wait, I saw you on Ash's stream. How you doing? I mean, I recognize your profile pic. Just raid my fish freezer. I'll be on my way. Hello, Nate. How you doing? How was your building? I saw your name. I could not. How was your weekend? My entire mom's of the side of the family speaks Spanish, and I'm like one of the 4 gringos that can barely speak it. You know, it's okay. They can judge you, but not fully. You'll be all right, okay? Oh, wow, Kofi can alert you, sweet. Yes, it can. See, I made efforts. I worked on my notifications the other day. You didn't know it was a notification on stream. Yeah, it's I'm telling you, I'm a professional streamer now. I got notifications that work. Yes, I was with Goldilocks. Yee. See, I read the chat because I was modding, but I was away, and then I saw that you said that you clicked because he looked cute. You know what? Felt. That's exactly why I ever talked to Aster. I liked his model, and I was like, your model is hot. And the rest is history. Let's see. I missed something. Let me see. But Nate, what are your 3 most doable bucket list items? I need to ask everybody, as well as Rin, what are your 3 most doable bucket list items? I do have full consideration of your feelings. That's why I tease you. Wow, no regrets? What do you mean? Well, you met him as a VTuber, now Merit. Even better, he was my mod. He climbed the ladder. That's how it happened. I'm again not encouraging people to be creepy, but I'm just saying some people are not creepy. Let's see. Had a performance for a band program I'm in. Played Metal Gear Solid 2 Chill Stuff. Ooh, that sounds like a cool time. I haven't been to like a concert or anything like that in a while. I'd like to go. Metal Gear is goated. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about it, but now I know Snake Eater, and I know that I like the song, and it randomly pops into my head, and then I'm randomly singing it these days, so you know, it happened. Bro is our hero. It kind of like an inspiration to all of us to be normal. He was normal. He did not slide in my DMs trying me to rizz me up from the get-go. We were friends for quite a while before anything happened. MGS2 is so damn goated. Like, I really need to play them. I need to decide if I'm gonna play them on my own or on stream. I feel like I need to choose what type of game is actually interesting to play on stream for people or not. Because if I'm gonna be like stone-faced, you're not gonna enjoy it, you know? You're in for a fun time, right? Impressive what being a normal person can do for a person, right? You know, I see all sorts of creepy stuff on Twitter these days, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I was lucky. Gonna get some sugar the Aster Mana way. Thank you for the inspiration. Yeah, just have a hot model so that the girl reaches out to you to become your friend. That's the key to the whole thing. I am biased too, though, as 3 is my fave. You know, it's fine. Like for people. I mean, I know you're talking to each other here, but you know. Loki Snake Eater has been like one of the 3 songs I've listened to this week. Let's go. I do like it a lot. That's why it's called climbing the ladder, not jumping over it, 1 step at a time, no rushing. Yeah, but no expectation. Have no expectation and it'll probably go better. Like, let's just say that Aster had no expectation that anything would ever happen, and then it kind of did. So after a long time, after tumultuous times, it worked out, you know? My cover of Snake Eater was awesome too. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think I would like to make a better version one day. I just need to sit down and like properly learn the song, because I learned the song like basically the same morning, so like I feel like I was not really confident like either in my notes or where I was going, so I feel like it's aight, but it could be better. Like when I listen to it, I cringe a little bit, so that tells me that I could do better with it. That's true though too. No expectation. Yeah, like I think, you know, I don't feel like I need to like do a lot of quote-unquote teaching in my chat. You guys are all very normal people. Like, I don't need to tell you that, you know, streamers don't owe you anything, and you don't owe the streamer anything. Like, you don't owe your presence, just like the streamer doesn't owe you anything, whether you donate or not. It's just not how it works. We're just all human, enjoying each other's presence, and that's how it should be. And then people need to stop being creepy. There's no valid reason for being creepy. Like I was telling you guys about the dude that was following a streamer because he recognized his her voice, and he was just staring at her while she was out, and she was very uncomfortable. And I'm like, nah, fam, none of that. As for bucket list, I don't really got much. I haven't really lived enough life to get any crazy ambitions. It can be anything. Some people just want to, like, you know, go to the moon. Very easy peasy. But I will say I'm going to Japan next May, and that's been on the list for a while now. Let's go. I feel like it is on most people's list. Like, I think Gumi is going next month, and then someone else was going like very soon. Who was it? I lost track of all the people going to Japan, and I think it's good. Like, for me, it's done, so I'm happy. I think Aster wants to go as well, and I'd like to go with him as well, so you know, a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, it's just memes. Yeah, see, I have a healthy chat, and I'm very happy about it. I'm palpitating. I forgot I already drank coffee half an hour ago, and I drank iced coffee right now. Oh dang, you're in for a trip in different ways. You're probably in for a little trip to the bathroom, and you're in the trip for your nerves just going crazy right here. Totally normal people activity right there. I'm gonna lose so much money. I mean, it's not a loss if you have great memories, you know? You just need to, like, you know, categorize it differently in your brain. It's gonna be fine. Oh god, man, I'm dealing with that right now since I'm modding for a female streamer. The people are way more crazy than they are in die chats. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends, like, on how you establish your boundaries. Even though, like, when you start streaming, it's really hard to know what you are gonna allow and what you're not. Because I've gotten some weird people coming in my chat, especially on YouTube, being like, ooh, sexy lady, oh my god. And I'm like, you know what? No. I'm not entertaining this, but I do know that when you just start streaming, and you will take any viewers because you're like, I don't have anybody watching me and I'd like to have someone to talk to, so you would let anybody in there. So that's why you need to have good mods that will be like, I know you want people to talk to, but that ain't it. That person seems slightly unstable, and then they get crazy. Oh, unban me, you owe me, I gave you money. And it's like, no, absolutely not. Wait, are you talking about Snake Eater from Metal Gear Solid or something? No, we're talking about Metal Gear Solid. Second suitcase is gonna come in clutch, yes. When I came back, I had to ship stuff home because I had way too many things. Tram MGS, yes. I think you want to go with 2. Probably one that is empty, or actually never mind, buy one at Don Quixote. Just go there. That's what I did the first time I went to Japan. It's like a big flea market dollar store situation that has a lot of floors and sell everything. I just bought a second suitcase while I was there, and I paid for the fee on the plane. You don't want to go with one empty. Like, there's no point traveling with it. Just buy one when you're almost time to go back home, and then just shove your things in it. Getting my mom's enchiladas recipe would be one thing on my list, but I already got that. We actually made it. Ooh, I hope you had a good time. And that sounds very yum. I guess I should definitely like start having like a cookbook of like mom recipes, because my mom has a very, I don't know if I would say strange way of cooking. It's just not typical. Like, my mom has always been a very like healthy, healthy food first type of person. She's always been going to the gym. Like, she's not like a model or anything, and like she's way older. But she always made sure she would still move. Even though she's old, she's still very much in the shape for her age. And she always made sure we ate good and we had our supplements and always a healthy thing. And Haitian food is not the healthiest type of food, but my mom always made it healthy. So that's why I like to like get our recipes a little bit more for things. That's why my food will never taste typical Haitian food like, because it's never gonna have all the ingredients that would not be healthy but that taste yummy. There's a lot of frying food as well. My mom was never one to do that. Like, we have a few things like we like fried plantain and stuff, but it's not something that we had very regularly growing up. Like, she wouldn't put oil or butter in everything that should have it per the recipes. So yeah, I should probably have a little book and like keep track of what my mom has been doing over the years, because she'll be just tired of me at some point. Like, I know how to do quite a few things, but not to the same extent that she does. And she will not have the patience sometimes to like sit there and tell me. You know, my mom is one of these typical moms that is like, yeah, you just go with your heart. You put some salt here. That should be enough. And you never know exactly what that is. Oh, hello, Zachary. How you doing? Good evening, man. I was worried when you posted the schedule. I thought it was baby celebration. I mean, would there even be to be worried about? That would be a very normal evolution of things, wouldn't it? Right? Maybe that'll be the next announcement. You never know. In my bucket list we read today, apparently like my goal number 8 is to have children. So like, you know, it would just be getting towards my goal. Yeah, that kind of reminded me, I gotta figure out how my grandmother makes empanadas. See, we're all like, we gotta work that cookbook. We gotta get them recipes. We gotta be ready. Let's go, new baby, one day. See, I love it. Proclaim it in my life that I have beautiful little potatoes to love on. I'm just so excited because I saw like Aster's baby pictures and I'm like, oh my god. Like, we were talking about it. Like, imagine like we have a baby, but like has a mix of our hair. I was like, there's no way our child doesn't have curly hair. If our child has straight hair, I will have so many questions. I will be confused. We're like, so the baby should have your dad's eyes, but like your dad's side family of the hair because they got a good hairline. Like, we're just calculating things and we're hoping for the best for the baby, you know? Hello, Dior. My bucket list is completely convinced Mana that she's one of the most beautiful and talented person in the world. Nah. Stop with the slander and defamation. I will not accept it when you should be looking in the mirror and understanding that you're the best. That's how that works, Dior. My mom hates me and my dad for modifying recipes. At least my mom is a lot more liberal with that. She doesn't care. As long as the end result is good, she's gonna be happy. But I would say that Aster is very much like that. Yesterday we went to his parents and his mom changed the recipe for some dessert. And him and his dad had the same like pouting face, very unhappy with the changes. Like, why would you change something? It's so good. Why would you do that? They were very mad, and then she had to make their version, and then they were happy, and it was very funny. I was like, this is yum. I don't know what you guys are complaining about, but I'm having a great time. My mother said she won't give me the recipe book until she's dead. But why? Doesn't she want to like cook with you? I mean, I guess it forces you to go to her place to spend time. So I guess it's a smart move at the end of the day. Because then if you want a recipe, then you gotta go to her house and then she gets to kidnap you to cook with you. Smart mom. She gets it. And she probably still uses it anyways. Gotta love living the white, non-Spanish speaking Puerto Rican life. You know, I feel you on that. Like, I don't particularly, like, I understand Creole and I can speak a very broken Creole, but like, I know that if I ever tried to speak to Haitian people, they would probably just laugh at me, so I just don't do it. I had to speak a little bit of Creole over the weekend because my uncle's mother just came to Canada and she doesn't speak French or English, so I had to like force myself to speak a little bit of it, and then Esther was like, you don't even speak it. I'm like, I do, I don't want to do it because I have the thickest, most disgusting accent ever, and I don't want people to laugh at me. Is that too much to ask? You know, I don't know, man. Both my parents have thin, straight hair, and I came out with wavy, volumetric hair. Can't deny I'm their child, though. I have both sides iconic facial features, but my hair is the only wavy one. Well, did you have like a grandma or someone else in the family that had the curly hair situation? Because honestly, I'm looking at Aster, and like his dad has super straight hair. His mom has like wavy hair. He has like pretty like 3A curls type of thing that fall, and then his brother is like looks like a little sheep, very adorable. And I'm like, considering I have 4C hair, like I have very, very thick coils, I'm like, if my child has straight hair, I'll be very confused, you know. It's a 9-generational cookbook. That sounds cool. That means that you have all the recipes. You gotta protect that with your life. Make sure it's never broken, never in water, never in anything. You need to make sure it survives to the next generation when you give it. Also, I'm 5'10" and they're 5'5" and lower. Well, I mean, there's 4 of us in my family, and we're all between 5'4" and 5'5", except one sister that is 5'7". I mean, I think height is a bit different. I don't know. I'm never really surprised. Except my brother-in-law is 6'5", and like my 9-year-old niece is like 5 feet already. So I'm like, yeah, well, that's from dad. Like, this child is definitely gonna be taller than everybody in our family. Like, she's almost as tall as I am. So I'm like, all right then. She's like 5 foot, 5'1", something like that, at 9. So it's like, okay, all right, we're just gonna have to deal with that. I know how to cook all my mom's and grandma's recipe. That's cool. I love that when recipes go through generations and stuff. Sadly, I was too young when my grandma passed away. I didn't have time to like really spend time with her and learn how to cook, so I don't know. And then my mom, as I said, doesn't really have recipes. She just cooks from the heart. So I know how to do things like her. I know how to copy. I know like what the steps are. But she will invent something any day at any time. So you know, it's just, you just gotta go with your heart when you cook like my mom. I got my grandmother's stupid curly and stubborn hair. Like, I mean, you know, curly is healthy and it gives length retention. Even though I agree, as a curly haired individual, even though I locked my hair, it is a lot of work. It is not you wake up and you just go. Unless you do something like locks, but like usually you have to do a lot more with curly hair, whether like you're black or white or whatever. Curly just demands more work and demands more research into figuring out what works for you. For me, nothing ever worked until locks. Locks are the only thing that actually my hair likes and is happy doing that. But except for that, my hair was never happy. No matter what product, no matter what I would put, my hair would never do what I wanted to do. Whereas other people don't need much. They put some water and then the hair is curly and shiny and happy. So, you know, it's just a lot of experimentation with it. No, everyone on my dad's side has thin hair. My mom's side maybe, but they rarely grow their hair. Most of my grandparents and uncles are balding at 40 years old. Oh god. So something to look forward to. Yeah, you know, my mom has thinning hair, so I'm like, sometimes I look at her hair and I'm like, is that my destiny, that right there? I'm like, you know, there are high chances that I will end up like my mom, and I'm like, but women are not supposed to lose their hair. I don't know, but I'm just gonna copium that it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna take the best care of my locks and hope for the best. The worst part of it is that I know I'm gonna have to fight my sister since she's Next in line for the book, but she can't cook. I've seen her burn mac and cheese. How? I mean, cheese can be fickle, you know. I'm not trying to say that she's the best cook, but you know, maybe she can learn with the book. I mean, at this point, I would say like, is there no way you can share? Like, like, I feel like even if there's like one original book and everything, I feel like there should be a copy somewhere just in case. Just have a digital copy somewhere so that if something happens, you don't lose it all, you know? If I lose it all, anyways, start your own generational cookbook. Maybe I should. I am not someone that cooks the most because Esther cooks the most, but maybe I should have like write down some steps and stuff that I've learned from my mom so I don't forget when I want to do something and I don't want to bother her or when she's not there anymore. Oh, it's Squiggle, look at that. It took me so long to find a style. Yeah, it's really hard. And I wish I figured out that micro locks were a thing way earlier than I did because I was already like doing mini twists or mini braids on my hair all the time and I would just undo them like once a month and redo them. If I just locked my hair back then, my hair would be like down my back now, but I didn't know. I didn't know better. And now I'm just trying to like get everybody into my religion at home. Like my sister's like, I think I'm gonna shave my head this summer. I'm like, no, don't do it. I can put locks in your head and we can be lock sisters. I'll even do your maintenance for you. It's gonna be great. You're gonna understand the freedom. I literally have the freedom to wake up and not have to do anything with my hair in the morning, and this is a life-changing game. I will advocate for locks, even though the first phase can be kind of rough. You look like a tree, but after a while you're good, okay? I was always in the kitchen helping, so most of them are memorized into my brain. Yeah, like I feel like there are some steps that you just learn from them that like, you know, people would do, oh, why do you do that? I'm like, my mom always did that, and I know it does this effect. Is it like a professional thing Gordon Ramsay would tell you to do? No, but does it make your food yummy? Yes, so I'm not gonna be asking too many questions here. My hair is wavy when very moisturized, but loses it throughout the day unless I use hair mousse. I would think so. Like, if there's one thing I'm really not familiar with is like non-black people hair. Like, I'm putting them all into one category. Like, I know how to kind of deal with my hair, even though I'm very bad at it. And then I can deal with my sister's hair maybe. But when it comes to like straighter hair, wavy hair, and other type of hair, I have no idea what you guys do. Like, how do you make it healthy? How do you make it shiny? How do you keep it moisturized? Because I know that our hair are opposites. Like, my hair needs moisture, it needs oil because I don't really produce that much. Whereas it's the other way. Like, you know, my hair doesn't get greasy. I know for other people, it's like, oh, my hair is always greasy, I have to wash it all the time. And they're like, no, don't wash it all the time. If you wash it too much, it gets more oily. I don't know. I hear things, but I actually know nothing when it comes to other people's hair. But I'm very interested. I like to know. Oh, hello, Kruka. How you doing? I'm doing good. We're talking about hair now. I spent college with luscious, long, wavy hair. Never saw a barber for 3 years. My hair was so heavy when it's humid and rains a lot here. Well, that sounds like very healthy hair and happy hair. So I think my hair would just be happier in a more humid environment. My hair would flourish. But sadly, I live in Canada, and then we have to deal with the heating and all the things. So it's very dry. So even my skin is not happy. That's why when I go on vacation in the south, my skin, my hair, everybody's so happy. They're so moisturized. They're so soft and happy. And I come here and just forget about it. Let's see. Got my grandmother. Man, I'm talking about her a lot. I mean, why not? We love our family, so we talk about it. To watch AOT last year, and she got completely hooked. We watched the final episode when the dub came out. Oh, that's fun. I wish I could do stuff like that with her grandma. That sounds like a fun time. My mom would probably pray the demons away, so I will not make her watch this. But that would be fun. I'd like to have a show like that I could watch with my parents, but it's just so hard to find something. And sometimes, even if there's gonna be an English dub, is there even gonna be a French dub? It's not always. I would think there's probably an AOT French dub because it was popular enough, but like, I don't know. My parents would not sit down and watch shows. They don't watch TV even, so it kind of sucks for that. So I just force it onto my sisters instead. You know, that's how I cope. Yeah, no, I did shave my head when I was young. My grandma made fun of me saying my hair's as white as her butt cheeks. I mean, was she wrong? Did she have a point? I'm just saying, you know, grandmas don't lie like that. I did like not fully shave, but like have it like a buzz cut a long time ago, and I absolutely hated it. It's not like I have a nice head shape, but it does nothing for my face shape. It just makes it look like a ball. Like my face is not even that round, but when I have no hair, it's kind of a tragic time. Like you don't want to see that. We don't want that. Doing well. Been hunting sushi yesterday. What do you mean by hunting sushi? I want sushi now. Why are you guys giving me random cravings here and there? Like I'm just living my best life, and all of a sudden you just talk about yummy foods. I put zero effort in my hair. Maybe because I have sweaty scalp. That bothers me though. So I should put every day despite everyone advising against it. Well, you know, I feel like you need to find what works for you. Like people can give you all the advice in the world, and then maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. So it's kind of difficult to say what will be working. Like I feel like I heard so many things about locks and how you don't need to do anything, and that's the best part, you don't need to moisturize and stuff, but my hair does not like it. My hair is very dry, and I actually have to use conditioner on it, and I need to like put like products in it, even though it's not advised to do. But I just don't have a choice. If I don't, my hair is just gonna break off because it's too dry and brittle. It is what it is. Why are you fishing with my hair, Kyra? That sounds very rude. Very, very rude. Every time she asked me if I wanted to watch it, she always called it The Titans, and it's so great. The way older people like just rename thing is just so precious. We love it so much. I wash my hair thrice per week. Oh, okay. Moisturize with a leave-in conditioner after a hair mask in the shower. If I need to rinse between those days, I'll rinse my scalp with apple cider vinegar. See, that's one thing I want to do. I really need to like do a locks detox with that. I just don't know the logistics of it, because I see it online. It's super nice. People like put water, put lemons, all the things, and then they dunk their head in it. But I'm like, I don't have a bucket for this. Like, how am I supposed to install myself to do that? I definitely need to do it to make sure I don't have like product buildup in my hair, but I'm like, dang. But that sounds like a very healthy hair routine. I like it. I mean, I streamed Dave the Diver yesterday. Oh, I have no idea what this game is about. I've seen people stream it. I've seen people talk about it. I've seen thumbnails for it. I don't know what it's about. So I'll have to do research, because as of right now, I have no idea what it is. She exclusively calls anime Amin. Oh, Amine. That's so cute. I love it when they mess up something and then you don't have the heart to tell them, and you just let them call it that. And then, or when it's too funny, you can't even hide it. It's the same that we do with kids when they say things in a very cute way and you don't want them to do it. Hello, bro. I'm Mexico. Is Mexico on your bucket list? What exactly we're talking about here? I'm sure whenever you and your husband have a baby, most likely we'll have curly hair. Yeah, I would be very, very, very surprised if my baby comes out with, like, I mean, I think coming out, they usually have, like, straight hair anyways. But, like, over time, if it stays straight, I will have so many questions about the genetics here. My mom used to use apple cider vinegar and then lemon on our hair before we went to the beach. We had the most blonde hair. Oh, I guess you get your natural color going on with it. Really got a lot of my family to watch anime. Me and my brother watch Gundam and sci-fi anime, and I just watched Violet Evergarden with my mom. Oh, did she like it? She was mad at me that I got her to cry from a cartoon. Yeah, because they're all gonna call them cartoons. They don't understand it's deeper. You know, it was funny. I'm not the biggest fan of Violet, even though I think there was like some really good episodes, but the story as a whole didn't do much for me. Even though I thought it's really pretty, there's like some really good episodes, but I think overall it's really not in my favorites, and I really don't like the opening, I guess. She thought I was insane. I wanted to watch it again. Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to rewatch something with someone. There's something about it. Like, I may not I may not feel like watching something, but if there's someone I want to watch it with, then I'll be excited. I don't care. Rewatching stuff, I tell them to watch it, and then they tell me about, oh, this episode I saw that, and then I'll end up watching it because I want to see what they saw in case I forgot something, and I want to be able to talk with them. So Yeah, it's different. When you're gonna share it with someone, it's a lot more fun. If the baby don't have curly hair, get a DNA test to make sure it's yours. Yeah, I have to make sure it's mine as it comes out of my body. That's the one thing. If there's one thing that women got going for them, we never really have to worry if it's our baby or not. It kind of ripped through our bellies and all the things, moving all our organs for 9 months. So we kind of know it's ours. I mean, it could be a liar for all we know. I remember some people did in vitro and then they got babies that were not theirs, but hopefully I don't need to do that. So, you know. I get that. It's definitely not a series for everyone, but I watched it when I was kind of down. It's really become a really humbling, grounding series for me. I can appreciate that. Like, I feel like I like pretty stuff. I like depressing shows a lot. Like, that's like one of my favorite genres, actually. I like a good cry. I like a good ugly cry, and I did cry a little bit watching that one. I just wish there was more to it, I guess is how I feel about it. People call me insane for watching Your Life in April more than once. See, another one. I personally don't really like it. I don't think it's bad. I felt like it was like it took me a long time to actually finish it. Like I took breaks, like a year or two break, and then I watched it again, and I had to get through the story. And I feel like to me it was a bit too predictable, and it was not exactly what I was looking for when I started watching it. I started watching it because I love classical music and I want to see classical music in a show. And then it went places and it just did not get me in my feels like I thought it would be. I mean, I'm a Clannad person. I have cried, but I don't know. I felt like this one was a bit too predictable to me, so it didn't do what it did for most people. So I don't really watch it. Read Muv Love last summer, and it had I can't read. Read Muv Love last summer, and it had me bawling my eyes out at times. You know what? We love a good cry. We love a good cry show. Your Lie in April was sad for the sake of being sad. That is kind of how I feel. Like, I feel like story-wise, it did not hit as well as other stories. When I think about Clannad, I want to cry my life out. I remember sobbing, like, you know, the snot coming out of your nose, and you're like, in front of your screen. That was me, and it was so well done to me that I guess it became my standard for depression. So when I watch something else, it needs to be a very well-built story that will give me that depression, you know? Mana's a crier. I mean, you know what's funny? I really wasn't. And then Clannad happened. I barely cried when I was younger. Like, especially as a teenager, it was really hard to get anything out of me. Now there's this slight, emotional thing going on. I'll be like, you know, the thing in your throat that you're like, I'm gonna be fine, and then my eyes are wet, and I'm like, why are my eyes wet? I'm not asking for this. I don't want to cry, and then I cry silently. At least I don't sob. The last time I really, really sobbed was in Hunter x Hunter, episode 135. I remember being in bed sobbing, ugly sobbing. I'm like, yeah, no, that episode, anytime I rewatch it with someone, watching people rewatching it, I cry every single time. I cannot. It's just how it is out here. I don't remember the last time I watched a movie so sad. Try and remember last time you sobbed and you were blowing your nose and everything. Dave the Diver is where you play as a diver named Dave and you go deep sea fishing to make sushi and serve them. Why does that sound so fun? I kind of want to play that. That feels like exactly my type of game, but I don't know if it's first person view though. If you want Dark Inside, watch Akame ga Kill. I've heard good things of it. I haven't watched that one, but I'm kind of into it. As they held hands, oh my god, cry. Yes! I can't. The last conversation, it's the last conversation goes into the ending, so you're already kind of crying with the soundtrack that they replaced the ending with, and then the hand holding and the last conversation is just too much. I cannot handle. It will destroy me 100%. I love it. It's not first person shooter. Okay. I guess whatever, first 10 views what I meant. But okay, well, that's good to know. I might actually look into that. Leave the driver. Let me write it down. Diver, I mean. Leave the diver. Alright. But yeah, no, I love Hunter x Hunter, and it made me cry, and I cry every time. I don't think the first time I watched it, I sobbed out of my mind. Now I just silently cry. So you know I've gotten better with that one. Violet Evergarden got me sobbing like I lost someone. Episode 10. Yes, it's episode 10. That one hurt. That one hurt everybody. Like, I may not be the biggest fan of the show, but episode 10 was a very good one. Very good, well-written story, very well done, very in your feel. I can appreciate episode 10. Because I remember hearing people talking about it before I watched it, and I was like, well, what's going on? Like, why is everybody talking about episode 10? Like, I don't know. And then I saw it, and I was like, all right, I see what's up. I see what's up. I understand. Dave the Uber driver, Uber diver, is serving food and is going on the hunt for something. I'm just saying, that's kind of similar if you ask me. I still have a list of anime I haven't watched on Netflix. I need to get back to that. Yeah, no, it's so hard. Like, I haven't watched a lot, except I got excited because as I do, no matter what I do, no matter if I know it, no matter if I look for stuff, if I open Twitter randomly, I will get spoiled on stuff I want to watch. So, I opened Twitter like around noon on Saturday. What I do, I see like Apothecary Diaries spoilers, and I had not even realized it was like season 2 was out. So I was like, wait, is that fan art or is that something that actually happened? Then I'm confused. I'm like, oh, I guess it started today. No, they were like on episode 11 or something. So I've been watching that very slowly because my internet was having trash times, but it's been great. Like, I love this series. I love how simple it is. I love the characters, so it makes me happy. So that's what I'm currently watching when I have a minute to myself, which is very rare. I think the first I ever cried over was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. That's a long title. Then second time is Lilo and Stitch. Stitch has a glitch. I still haven't watched that one. If I remember, well, we had a discussion about that. It was a sequel. I haven't watched it. But I think I cried in Mulan 2 the first time I watched it, where like she thought everybody was dead because story, you know, happens. People quote unquote die. But it was I really liked the soundtrack in it, so that was good. Same, it happens to me when I want to play games blind and let players explore the game. Yeah, like I have not looked for a single thing related to the show. I've never liked anything about the show. Like, nothing at all was ever related to it. But for some reason, I opened Twitter and it was like, oh, this. Like, I've seen so many spoilers for Chainsaw Man. Like, I don't look for it. I think I've seen all the spoilers possible for JJK and Chainsaw Man. And I don't even roam on those Twitters. Like, I don't know why they're just in there in my For You page. I'm like, okay, cool. That was an interesting time. Thank you very much for the spoilers. Clearly, you wanted me to suffer. Okay, all right, thank you. But yeah, also you just reminded me. I teared up a little on Pokemon MD Gates to Infinity main story ending. Wait, one last. How dare you, Kyra? Why are you coming for my feels like that? And it's a turtle on top of it. I'm gonna go fish with your tail. That's what you get. I'm sure I'm gonna get a nice fish from it. Let me see. I believe in my fishing skills. A broken sword? Why does that look like the one in the Lords of the Rings? I was expecting something a bit cooler, but you know what? I'll take it for your tail. I guess that's the sword that tried to chop off your tail, Kyra. That's how it works. Very normal situation to be in. Sorry, I need water. I guess that should be our conversation. I should have started my stream with what is the anime that has made you cry the most? And I do think, I'm trying to think, I've cried in quite a few at this point. I feel like the older I get, the more I cry. I think, yeah, no, Cloudnut is still number 1. Second, Kyra, can you stop with the troubling statements? Cannot believe. So Cloudnut would be number 1. Number 2 would probably be Hunter x Hunter. What else have I like sobbed over? Like I've cried for a few, but I don't think I sobbed a lot. A strange vase. So why are you not fishing fishes? Anyways, like I remember crying for Zankyo no Tera, and then I cried like a baby at the end of Code Geass. I remember crying my life out because I feel like I still get teary-eyed when I watch the ending, but I had been watching this like weekly, so I was extremely invested at that point. Had been like a year I've been watching this like since like starting the first season, getting into the second season. So when I saw the ending of Code Geass, it was like my heart cannot handle this type of pain. Lulush, my beloved. Okay, that's how I felt. What else? Let me see. I want to see my anime list and see what I cried over. Anime. Give me 1 second. Heck, there are moments Arcane and Dragon Prince got me to tear up. Oh well, man, yeah, Arcane got me crying. Yep, yeah, that is one of them for sure. Because who asked you to come into my feels like that? I do not know. Okay, just making sure. Alright, so in my anime list, what do I got? What do I cry over? I have not. I got teary-eyed at some point in My Hero, but I never finished, so I don't know. Decrement, I didn't cry. It's such a shame. To Your Eternity, I don't know if anybody's watched that. It started so good. I cried like a baby in the first episode, and then this anime took a turn. Like for the first like 7 episodes, anime was goated with the sauce, and then all of a sudden it took a very weird turn, and I don't know what's going on here. Kuren Nagan made me cry. I still haven't watched that one. I've heard it's good. I know Aster watched it over the holidays. Kyra, stop fishing with disturbing items, okay? Let's see. What do I have in there? Wait, I've never watched. Did I watch this? Why is it in my list? No, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't watched that. Sorry. No. There's so many things that I've watched. I'm like, but why did I watch this? I don't know. And then there's all the things I haven't finished. Tokyo Revenger is still trash. Why is it there? 91 Days, I didn't cry. Let's see. I cried like a baby watching Air. If you've not watched Air, you don't know what you're into, because this. Kara, stop with the torture items. We are not here to suffer every day, all day, okay? My God. I didn't cry in Yona. Angel Beats did not make me cry. Angel Beats felt to me like a bit like... I mean, I got teary-eyed. It felt a bit like we were seeing with Violet, where it was sad for the sake of being sad. I felt like it was trying to be more than it was, and I don't know why it bothered me. I don't know. I'm a fake Mecha fan. Haven't watched Gurren Lagann. Well, see, that makes 2 of us. I did not. I did cry at the end of Assassination Classroom. That was a difficult one at the end for me. I was in my feels, and I don't like being in my feels, but it was just what it is. I do want to watch Gurren Lagann though. I've only heard good things about it. What was that? I remember watching this random anime where it was a bar with random vegetables that showed up. It was great. I don't know why. I don't think I cried watching any Sailor Moon shows. I just enjoyed it. I mean, I got emotional at some parts, but that was about it. Did not cry in Bleach. I did not cry in Blood Plus, but I was very traumatized. Blood C traumatized me even more. Wow, Kyra, I see what you're doing out here. I did not cry in Erased. Let's see. Kanon, I didn't cry in that. Charlotte took such a weird turn. Did not cry in that one. Hadn't seen Assassination Classroom, and my mom said she wanted to watch it, so I said sure. And man, there's a lot of thin guy humor. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the overall story is still good enough, but it has moments where it's like, you know, it's a bit questionable here and there, you know. Let's see. Oh my god, I cried. Who has watched Chrono Crusade? This destroyed me. I don't think most of the anime was the best thing ever, but the last episode, like, I hear the soundtrack and I almost have a meltdown. This one is in my top of like wrecking my soul and my feelings and wanting to cry and die at the same time. Chrono Crusade was not okay. Oh, I've never heard of it. What's it about? You know, I don't even know all of it, but basically demons and nuns and fighting the bad people. To not say too much, I will say it sounds weird like that, but it was really good. It's been interesting watching her first anime with her. Yeah, I mean, you get to know exactly what kind of humor your mom may have. Let me see, what's the synopsis on Chrono Crusade? Because I remember the end, like the last 3 episodes maybe is what really stuck with me because it makes me want to cry and the soundtrack is just not okay. Why can't I not open this page? It's set in New York in the 1920s. Chrono Crusades follows the story of Rosette Christopher, yes, very American, and her demon partner Chrono as members of the Magdalene Order. They travel around the country eliminating demonic threats to society while Rosette searches for her lost brother, Joshua. That's what's up. Okay, I googled and there's a young nun with a gun. Yes, that is very much what is going on. Yes. Don't Google too much because you're gonna get spoiled. But I will just say that it was a very good watch and I cried like a baby. And I still cry when I think about it. So there's that to know about it. What else? I didn't cry that. That was such a good read, but not a good anime. Scuffling, it did not make me cry. First Backhead made me cry, but it did not make me bawl. It was just a grand old time, you know? Full Metal Alchemist, I didn't cry on that. Didn't cry. Early 2000 anime style on top, yep, and nun with a gun and demons and fighting demons. That's mostly what you gotta. Did you know that bungee gum had the properties of rubber and what, elastic? What is it? I forgot. 2003, I think I was watching Ragnarok at the anime at the time. You know, the grand old time, the golden era of anime where everything was pretty good every season. That was what was up. Like, that was a grand old time there. Let's see. Inuyasha? I never cried in Inuyasha. I didn't cry in Jikoku Shoujo, even though it was very emotional sometimes. I definitely didn't cry in Jujutsu Kaisen. Kaguya-sama. I have never finished Kaguya-sama. I didn't cry in Kaleido Star. I forgot if the first anime I got my mom to watch was My Roommate is a Cat or Silent Voice. I haven't seen My Roommate as a Cat, but Silent Voice is a good one to start someone, like, you know, where it's like there's like slightly weird moments, but like it's not, you know, too weird. Just get them into the rabbit hole, you know, just get them to slightly fall into the obsession like we all did. Kimi to look at and cry. Kisnaiva Kabato, I had teary-eyed, but that's it. That's disgusting. You know when you see an anime name and you're like, my god, was that trash? Yeah, some of them are very much like that. Lovely comment was funny. Did I cry in Maggie? No, I didn't. I felt in my feels, but I didn't cry about that one. Let's see. I didn't cry in Mob. Did I ever cry in Naruto? I feel like I may, but I can't remember what it would be about. I guess not. I don't see why I would cry watching Naruto though. The first anime my dad watched and changed his opinion that anime's cartoon was Hunter x Hunter. That's a good one. First episode he saw there's someone mutilated. Yeah, there's that. And if it was the old school stuff, there would be no censorship. At first, I was not even sure I was gonna watch Hunter x Hunter 2011 because I was like, why are they censoring stuff? Like I grew up like reading it, so I was used to it. And I was like, what do you mean they're censoring it? I was very unhappy with it. But then they just forgot that they were censoring. They just stopped it very quick. So I was like, you know what? I can get behind that. Zabuza and Haku got close. I guess I wasn't my feels, but I don't think it was enough to make me cry. I think I was sad like later on, like some people died and whatnot, and I felt some type of way about it, but nothing that would make me actually cry, you know? Oh, this trash is trash. Why are we loading? Psychopaths did not make me cry. Why is my page loading? What are you loading for? What are you waiting for? Okay, so now I didn't cry in ReZero. It was good, but I never felt the need. I didn't cry in Ride Back, but the soundtrack was amazing. Did not cry for Romeo and Juliet. Rurouni Kenshin movies were close, but not it. Flashback got in the feels, but then you got numb to them because there were too many. Yeah, you know when they abuse something good, that's how it ends. Like there was like good quality stuff, but sometimes they mess it up. I did cry in Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. I think there was a moment my sister and I were just sobbing together, so that did happen. In one of the later parts on 2, but like when some of our favorite characters passed away, we were like, no. Yeah, we did have our moments in these. Did not cry in Sword Art Online. That wasn't it for me. Let's see. What is that? No, I did not cry in Tokyo Ghoul. I was just like cringing when they were breaking bones and whatnot. Tsubasa Chronicles, did I cry? I don't think I cried in that one. I did not cry in the Umineko anime. It was a thing that I watched a long time ago. Did not cry in Vampire Knight. I did cry in freaking Lydia Scar. That was so good. That's such a good old anime, old school and stuff. And they're doing a remake now or a movie that's gonna be a musical. And I'm all there for it. I did cry. I was depressed watching this. I could not. It's like an anime about like Marie Antoinette and all the stuff. And like back in the day in France. Very good. Very highly recommended if you can handle old stuff. I need to watch Arcane and write a diary for it. And Ambrosia asked me to. Yes, please. Yes, I will want to have your feelings about it. I personally am more of a fan of season 1. Season 2 was good, but like I feel like it should have been either more episodes or another season. I feel like they didn't manage to do everything that could have been done. What could have been? But it was still a good show. I don't regret it. I still cry about some parts of the show and stuff like that. But I feel like it could have been better if they took the time with it, or like just have the number of seasons they were supposed to have. I never finished Anohana, but I've heard it's good. I would probably cry, but I haven't. Maybe since I'm so sensitive now, maybe I would actually cry if I watched it today, you know? I cried in Cyberpunk Edge Runner. I've heard it's depression. I haven't watched it though, but it sounds like something that would happen. I've never cried in an anime. Any anime, then you need to go watch Clannad, okay? That's how it works. You watch depression and it'll be okay. By the way, we should try to see if my iPad can do movie nights. Oh yeah, please try. This week we're watching a movie I don't know. I don't remember who requested it, but this week it is Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, and I have no idea what this is, so it should be an interesting time. I'm very proud of the fact that SAO was my first anime. Started it with a very solid 6 out of 10 and thought it was the coolest thing ever. I guess you couldn't get much lower, so I guess it's a good thing. You have watched it and your eyes did not just implode from seeing what happened at the end of like after story? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's here to make you depressed for the rest of your days. Wait, what are they? Are these the ones I plan to watch that I've never watched? Tekami Bachi, never finished. Nana, I read so much of Nana, never watched the whole anime. Soul Eater was pretty good, but didn't cry. Shigokara was not crying material. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I thought I was done with my list, but then it started again, and I was like, is it the things I want to watch? Because I'm not sure. I think it might be. Oh my gosh, a terrible Code Geass movie. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is good. That's what I've heard. And I think it's on Netflix, so it adds the convenience of just turning on your TV and watching it right away. So I do appreciate that. Because I'm really down to right now watching, I'm super excited to be watching Apothecary Diaries right now. I just don't like that I have to be on my PC. I could cast it, but I don't want to do all that. I just want to like press on and off on my TV. I don't want to be doing all that, you know? I was pretty young when I watched it, so it's always been a guilty pleasure series. You know, I liked it when it came out. Like, when SAO came out, it was everything and more. All the weebs were living their best life. We're like, oh my god, he's so cool. Like, we didn't realize how edgy he was. We liked it, most of us. And then for me, it just started getting weird when it was like the second part of season 1 was like, what are we doing? Like, where are we going with this? Why are we doing? The questions started like piling up, and then I was like, what did I just watch? But I was still, you know, faithful. I did continue and watch season 2, and then I was like, I don't know what I just watched. And then that's when I understood that there was nothing for me there. I was like, I'm just gonna have to give up. It's not gonna happen. But I enjoyed, to this day, I will give the first part of season 1 a good review. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was fun. I was hyped. Yeah, maybe it's cringe today, and maybe Kirito is not everything anymore. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I liked it. Yeah, I think I'm into my plan to watch. Wait, no, I definitely finished season 2 of Attack on Titan. I guess I just never updated my stuff. What is that? Oh, Uchiha Hake no Anabi. I've never watched that. Whoopsie. Anyways, SEO was one of my gateway anime. I think for me, my first animes were like Cardcaptor Sakura and Naruto. Or I started watching both at the same time, but that was the one I was allowed to watch. The first one for me that got me to all my weeb trap was definitely Inuyasha. It was the thing, and then my parents didn't want me to watch that because demons, but I was like, but I cannot. And then, you know, the love of my life is Shomaru-sama. Like, I could not. I had to fight for my love, and that's how I became a weeb. Look what it did to me. Now I'm an anime woman on the internet, so that's that. Heck, the only thing ever between TV shows and anime that got me close to crying was that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will Dad showed up and left him. The moment was felt so real. You know what's interesting? I've never watched it. I've never watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, I know the memes. I know, like, a bit, like, I can recognize the song maybe when I hear it. But it's not a cultural thing here, so I just don't know about it. I guess, I don't even know. Was it ever translated in French to be on my TV? I don't think so. If it was in English, I was probably too young to watch it and understand. So, sadly, it's not part of my culture. I just know about it. I know of it, but I don't really know it, sadly. I wish he didn't get so reliant on the female character about to get assaulted MC gets powerful thing. You know what? That's a fair description here. That's web origin. Yeah, web or weeb. First part is fun. I'd agree. Yeah, like I would rewatch the first part of SAO. I would not rewatch the whole thing, but at least the first part, I would definitely give it a go just for fun eventually. I know Aster would cringe too much to survive, but you know, it's okay. It is what it is out here. I once got into drawing seinen style back in high school. Every OC I make are in long, thick trench coat with huge impractical guns, also an impetus of belts. Belts was the vibe, and honestly, I feel like it kind of translated to VTubers as well. I feel like a lot of like quote-unquote cooler VTuber males and stuff, they all have all the belts or all the Genshin characters. I don't know, the belts were a thing, and apparently they're there to stay. It's a vibe, it's a style, it's a design, you know? I'll continue to shill SEO Bridge because it's great. I don't know, I feel like I'm too traumatized. I'm like, it's SAO. Even though I know Kirito is not there, as far as I know, it just feels different. It feels why, you know? Give me 1 second. SEO Bridge is so funny. It's funny. I thought it would be more weird or serious, if anything, you know? Alright. The way they remake Kirito's character is so top tier. You know what? Maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I'll give it a chance eventually. Like, I don't know when. Right now, the only one show that has made me want to get into anime again is Apothecary Diaries, because I really like it and I really like the pace of it. It's really like right up my alley, so that's the only one I'm watching. And then on the side, I watched my Korean cooking show with Aster, so you know. I had more angry moments in anime than sad moments, which is fair. Like that, I don't know if I can even count them. There's probably too many of them if I'm being very honest. Like there's a lot of moments that are just annoying. They basically make fun of the entire game for being pretty bad and they roll with it. So I guess they're making fun of what we thought was cool back in the day. What do they mean? It was amazing. Amazing games, amazing times, okay? Until it got into, oh yeah, I want to have panty shots everywhere. Because, you know, I'm not even someone that complains about, like, fan service. I don't care. For me, like, see, I've watched so many anime that had a lot of fan service. That's for me, I don't even notice when it's there anymore. I only notice when I'm about to recommend it to like my sister. And I'm like, let me think, was there anything suspicious going on in there? And I'm like, maybe that's not the right show that for me to, because then she'll be like, but why is this happening? And I'm like, I can't explain to you, girl. It's just how it is. Just don't pay attention and you'll be fine. You know? Gun Gale Online is based on the shooter season of ACO, but written by an actually good author. What do you mean? Actually, good author. Everything about ACO is great. I recommends it a lot. Maybe I will one day give it a chance. I don't know. I guess if I really am like, oh, I don't know what to watch, and then it just happens to be in my face, maybe I'll click it, type of thing, you know. Well, more so that the game of ACO is pretty bad. Yeah. The best part is you can't deny how they make fun of it. Well, that would be funny. Like, I feel I would probably watch the first part of season 1 and then go watch that. Because I feel like it's also been quite a few years since I watched it. So I don't remember much. I remember the premise. I remember edginess. I remember people dying-ish. Or just dying. Or avoiding death. I don't know. I don't remember the main overarching plots like by the end of season 1. I don't actually know what was going on and what they were trying to do. So it's like, we'll have to see then, you know? I thought fan service is standard for anime. My favorite growing up is Fairy Tail. Everyone's sexy except the man who thinks he's the most handsome in the series. You know, fair. I mean, there is a lot of fan service, but not in everything. And sometimes because sometimes nudity is not supposed to represent like sexy times in anime. So I feel like there's a lot of nudity in like Sailor Moon, but it's never supposed to be hot times. So it hits different, you know? There's one scene in Gundam Seed Destiny where this girl leans in the MC's mecha cockpit and they talk for a couple seconds, and then it just jump cuts to the most well-drawn panty shot of all times, as they do. It had to be at least half of the episode budget, I swear to God. It's like, okay, like guys, I mean, clearly it works, so can I really complain? They're making people watch their shows for panty shots. People are not really complaining. I mean, some people will complain about it, but it's not the vast majority, so it is what it is, you know. Ghost in the Shell is a great example of the nudity thing. Probably. Like, I feel like that... Like, I feel like I've seen, like, shots of it. And that and Sailor Moon are never trying to make it a sexy time. It's just... It usually represents purity or something, or innocence. It's not that. And, like, some people can make the difference. Some people cannot. And, like, you cannot try to fight with people. You will not win. You will not win trying to have a fight with people. So, you just go with it, you know? Anyways, I think... How long has it just been? How has it been 2 hours? I do not know. I wish the budget went into making the mech battles better. Yeah, but that's not what makes monies. Now that they showed you that precious, fancy, like fully detailed panty shot, then they can sell a figurine of it. And then people will buy it. And then people will talk about it. It'll go viral. It will not go viral for the fancy mecha fight. They'll go where the money goes, really. The fact that the authors of Sailor Moon and Ish are married will never stop surprising me. Yeah, it was funny because I was watching a video like of someone like, oh, the beautiful author of Sailor Moon, Nakao Takeuchi. And I was like, she's gorgeous. Damn, I mean, you did well. You got a fancy woman. That's why it's so fun to see like the random Sailor Moon and like Tuxedo Mask figurines when you watch the Zoldyck's house, like in some of the flashbacks, and you're like, okay, my man was putting his wife's stuff in his stuff. Because I remember seeing little Sailor Moon things in the Hunter x Hunter manga when I was reading it, and then they made sure to add some of it in the anime, and I thought that was very cute and very nice. I love it. It's just such a nice tidbit of information, and it's great, and we love it. Anyways, I've been yapping for way too long. Thank you so much for being there, you guys. It made for a fun conversation. It went places, from bucket list to anime that made me cry. You know? That's great conversation right there. We love it. Thank you for fishing. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you, Fish, so much for the donation. I appreciate it. You're the best. Why is that blocked? And there's nothing I can do about it? Of a Fairy Tail because it's just flavor sprinkled over as gag. Then there's shows like Needless, which doubled down on nudity that it worked to its detriment. Yeah, I mean, if the nudity is gonna be for nothing, there's no point. Nobody wants to see that, so you know. But yeah, I don't know why I can't even mod your message. I guess it was auto-modded out of oblivion, but it is what it is. But thank you so much for being there. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't remember what I put on my schedule, but I'll see you tomorrow for whatever we're doing. You guys are awesome. Remember that you're the bestest and you're appreciated and you're so cool and amazing. And I'll see you in the next one. That is tomorrow, most probably. Anyways, have a good night. Bye-bye.